Hello and welcome to I've Seen Everything, where the name is ironic and the reactions are... Thank you.
Well, here we are again on another Lord of the Rings movie.
The last one, I would say, went pretty well. A lot of you watched it. A lot of you were very, very nice in the comments, and I appreciate that. Not necessarily everybody was, but the vast majority of you were, and I really appreciate it. The Lord of the Rings community has been good to me thus far, and so we are here doing another movie. The number one thing I heard from everybody throughout the comments was, watch the extended editions. And I understand, I completely understand, especially big fans of the franchise, people who live and breathe for this stuff, just scream at people. The extended editions are the only editions, and I get it. But I would like to make another point to you. I would argue that at least part of the reason that you enjoy the extended editions as much as you do is because you saw the theatrical editions first, and then were able to see the extended editions and see how much better you liked them. And also for me, and this has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings, this just has to do with me and movies. If there is an extended edition to something, I have to watch the theatrical version first. I just have to. And especially if it's a trilogy, you'll have movies that will leave off in different points and won't make sense. It's against every fiber of my being to jump to the extended editions after having started with the theatrical. So, what I want to do, I'm not saying I'm going to make this a Lord of the Rings channel and every video is going to be Lord of the Rings. What I am saying to you is, I am going to do the theatrical trilogy on this channel, but then I am also going to do the extended trilogy on this channel. And then at some point, I'm sure, unless people just don't want to watch this stuff anymore and it completely dies, I will also do the Hobbit movies on this channel. I'm even considering doing the animated ones you guys have been talking about. Please tell me if you like those. But I would invite you, even if the theatrical versions aren't your favorite, to go through this journey with me. Tell me why you love these movies. Tell me why you love the extended cuts more. Tell me what your experience of these movies are. That's the kind of stuff I love to know about and love to hear. That's the kind of stuff people have been sharing in the comments, things they know about Lord of the Rings, their experience with this universe, with the book. One thing you guys taught me, it's one book. You're teaching me lots of things about this. Go on this journey with me. That's what I would invite you to do. So I'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons, click the bell, so that you can see when I put up new videos. So with all of that out of the way, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, here we go. Try not to react to everything this time, but that is the New Line Cinema logo. It's pretty compelling. I also have a character list with me this time, so hopefully, I know he died in the last one, but I won't be calling Boromir Sean Bean the whole time. Oh, it doesn't say Two Towers. Maybe I haven't waited long enough. So when we left, we had the Fellowship kind of split. Frodo and Sam were headed to Mordor, and Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli were headed to go rescue Pip and Merry from Saruman and all of his creatures. His orcs, probably, I think it was. And we hear someone screaming in the distance of this snowy mountaintop. Oh. Revisiting Gandalf. This was a hard moment from the first one. Are we going to see that he didn't die? That would be amazing. I love Gandalf. Does anyone not love Gandalf? Gandalf! Come on, show us that he makes it.
You fools.
That's such a selfless moment if you sacrifice yourself that way to protect them. Okay, so we're following him down this time. Come on. Come on, there we go. Gandalf fighting all the way down. Gandalf slaying essentially the devil with a sword. That's what that thing looks like. This is an amazing sequence. I love this. This is incredible. Look at that shot. Look at that. So he falls into water. He makes it.
Gandalf!
Oh, he dreamt all that?
What is it, Mr. Frodo?
Or saw it in a vision?
Nothing.
Please let that be true. Please let that. That just made me so happy that they showed you Gandalf didn't actually die. And not only that, he went down in such a badass way like that. I didn't wait long enough. Let us hope that's not just a dream.
Mordor. The one place in Middle-earth we don't want to see any closer. The one place we're trying to get to. Let's face it, Mr. Frodo. We're lost.
I don't know if you're lost if you can see where you're going.
I don't think Gandalf meant for us to come this way. He didn't mean for a lot of things to happen, Sam.
Yeah.
But they did.
Yes, they did. Ooh, just the power of that statement. It's really connecting to them now.
It's the ring, isn't it? It's getting heavier.
Ooh, that line. It's getting heavy. Some of the writing choices here already are great. For those of you who obviously know way better than I do, how long after the first one did this come out? And how long after did they start filming this? Because somebody said they started filming the other one in 1998.
I don't usually hold with foreign food, but this other stuff is not bad. Nothing ever dampens your spirits, does it, Sam?
Sam is an incredible support and friend to Frodo.
Those rain clouds might.
It's hard to imagine someone more devoted to a person than Sam has shown himself to be to Frodo.
What does that horrid stink? A word there's a nasty bug nearby. Can you smell it? I can smell it.
Okay, so they smell something that's following them. Is this where we meet Gollum? Did I just call it? Ah, yes.
Thieves.
There he is.
Filthy little thieves.
Oh, he sees them as thieves because he still feels the ring as his.
Stole it from us.
That's quite a shot of Gollum right there.
Curse them. We hate them. And we want it.
Even this level of motion capture for this time period. It's amazing how much that looks like Bilbo's face did when he tried to get the ring in that moment. Wow. Gollum has more strength than I thought he would. He's basically their size. I thought he was smaller than that.
This is Sting. You've seen it before, haven't you, Gollum? Release him, or I'll cut your throat.
Frodo not playing. I don't know if we've seen Frodo like that yet. Frodo straight cut him. Oh, they're taking him as a prisoner. I'm sure this is a stupid question. Why does he refer to himself as us?
Let's just tie him up and leave him.
No, that would kill us.
No more than you deserve.
But now that I see him, I do pity him.
Yeah, what happened to him?
We'll be nice to them if they be nice to us.
It does make you want to know his backstory, which I'm assuming we'll know at some point.
What you want, we swear.
There's no promise you can make that I can trust.
That's fair.
We swear to serve the master of the precious.
No.
We will swear only in the precious.
Yeah, he just wants the ring back. He'll do anything he can to stay close to it.
I'll hold you to your word.
Yes.
I don't believe you.
I wouldn't either. He tried to chew through your throat. Sam. Ooh, that. Ooh, that could have killed you right there. Tried to chew through Sam's throat. Why would he trust her?
You know the way to Mordor.
Yes.
You've been there before.
Yes.
Oh, he doesn't want to go back. They were torturing him. But he gave them up. I remember that now.
You will lead us to the Black Gate.
This is an interesting exchange here. He won't leave them behind because he wants the ring. But now they need him to lead them there to Mordor. And these, yeah, I was gonna say these guys have Pip and Merry.
Merry!
Man flesh.
That is just good makeup effects. That's just good costume design.
Let's go!
Those things look incredible. That's another one that people told me in the comments that's in the extended edition. You see when they get those clips.
They must have caught us and...
Hurry!
Oh, that was what they smelled. It was Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli behind him.
3 days of night's pursuit. No food. No rest.
Gimli looks like he's struggling. Big sweeping shots. A hallmark of Lord of the Rings. Okay, so they got it.
They may yet be alive. Less than a day ahead of us.
Very dangerous from a short distance.
Gimli is really, really trying, but it is tough. He just came rolling out of there.
Rohan, home of the Horse Lords. There's something strange at work here. Some evil gives speed to these creatures.
A specific evil working against them. Can imagine what that would be.
The Uruks turn northeast. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Saruman.
So Isengard was one of the forces that... Oh, Isengard is where Saruman is. Okay. That's what Elrond was talking about.
Who now has the strength to stand against the armies of Isengard and Mordor?
That is an imposing force, for sure.
Sauron and Saruman.
Geez, still, that castle. Someone said, hey, let's build 6 castles on top of each other, and let's make it really dark and pointy.
We shall rule this Middle-earth.
Now, Saruman is definitely completely in the bag for Sauron at this point.
The old world will burn in the fires of industry.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was going to say, are they chopping up the trees for something? Oh, it's just to fuel the furnace.
We will drive the machine of war with the sword and the spear and the iron fists of the orc.
I really wish we could see the fall of Saruman. What led him to align himself with Sauron? I know he talked about it, but I want to see it.
They drove your people into the hills to scratch a living off rock. Take back the lands they stole from us.
So now he's also recruiting human warriors or human soldiers.
The Rohan. Too long have these peasants stood against you.
Wow, this is already so much more devastating. They're just going to go around attacking villages?
Listen to me. You must ride to Edoras and raise the alarm. Do you understand me?
Yes, Mama. I don't want to leave.
Freda, I will find you there.
That is heartbreaking. Jesus.
Quickly!
Just little moments like that are so important. Communicate the emotion and the pain of this. She knows she's not going to make it. She just wanted her children to be safe. Ah, here's Karl Urban.
Your son is badly wounded, my lord.
We don't defend our country. Saruman will take it by force.
Saruman the White has ever been our friend and ally.
I don't know how to pronounce Karl Urban's name. Aylmer?
Unchecked, unchallenged, killing at will. Orcs bearing the white hand of Saruman.
So this guy's working for Saruman to try to convince people that he hasn't turned evil. That he's not aligned with Saruman.
Your warmongering.
How long is it since Saruman bought you? Take your share of the treasure.
Oh, so he wants his sister. And he's trying to convince the father that Saruman isn't turned against them, so he can gain some kind of position of power.
You see much, Aylmer. Too much. You are banished for...
Or, I guess he already has the power if he can banish him.
under pain of death.
Okay. I would be lying if I said I understood everything that just happened there, but I'm really trying. A lot of names, a lot of different things going on in different places to keep track of. But the orcs are coming. But Legolas and Aragorn and Gimli bringing up the back there are also on their way.
Keep breathing. That's the key. Breathe.
That's what I live by, Gimli.
They run as if the very whips of their masters were behind them.
That would make someone run fast, I suppose.
We're not going no further. Get a fire going.
Wow, they get right to chopping, don't they?
What's making that noise? It's the trees. Folk used to say there was something in the water that made the trees grow tall and come alive.
If the trees are alive, they're not going to be real happy about being chopped like that.
Talk to each other and move.
Are we about to get moving trees?
We ain't had nothing but maggoty bread.
That's a different design.
What about them? They're fresh.
They are not for eating.
I get the feeling that Saruman might frown upon that.
Ooh, they look tasty. Get back, scum!
Just a mouthful.
No! Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Okay, so they killed one of their own to eat? Wow, okay, classy.
Squeal. No one's gonna save you now.
I feel like they just got an answer to that claim. All right. Army rolls in. They're moving too fast. Can't tell who they are. Ooh, that's quite an angle. That would be very odd if that's how Pippin dies, but I don't think it was.
Blood has been spilled this night.
Okay, so this looks to be the same army, potentially, that just killed all the orcs.
Riders of Rohan! What news from the mark?
Okay, so these are from the kingdom where Karl Urban just was. I don't know if this is friendly or not. They're certainly surrounding them. Does not look friendly. The spears give it away.
We are friends of Rohan and of Theoden, your king.
Saruman has poisoned the mind of the king and claimed lordship over these lands. My company are those loyal to Rohan. For that, we are banished.
There's the explanation. You can understand them being suspicious, though.
Friends kept. The Uruks are destroyed. We slaughtered them during the night.
Do you see 2 hobbits with them?
They would be small, only children to your eyes.
I hope they didn't die too.
We left none alive. Piled the carcasses and burned them.
Then they had to have hidden or something.
Dead. I'm sorry.
I can't believe Pip and Merry go out that way. Come on. I mean, not to say horrendous things haven't happened.
May these horses bear you to better fortune than their former masters.
So much politics going on here. So many different factions. We've gone from a quest to destroy a ring to battle coming, war looming. Pip and Merry got to be hiding. That's a statement. Of course, Saruman's just pulling orcs out of the mud, so I guess he can always get more.
It's one of them we belts.
Come on. Really? Pip and Merry go out like that?
A hobbit lay here. And the other.
Okay. He got out of the way.
They crawled. Their hands were bound.
Aragorn tracking. Let's see where it goes. I have a hard time believing that army would have just mercilessly killed 2 hobbits as they were battling with orcs. Yikes.
They ran over here.
To be that small in the midst of a battle like that.
The belt!
Yeah, that guy was being extra scummy. Not necessarily sorry for him not making it.
Into Fangorn Forest.
What madness drove me there?
So they're probably alive, but they are in a scary enchanted forest. I'm sure that'll work out just fine.
I'm gonna rip out your filthy little linen!
This could get a bit tricky. Also, I don't know, are we still jumping through time? Is this current, or is this still what was happening that night, like the previous night?
He's gone.
Yeah, I was going to say, I doubt he's gone. Come on, Pippin. Oh, that's Merry, but I mean, Pippin needs to jump down. Ah! That's not a creepy thing to run into. Just a tree looking at you.
Maggot hole in your belly.
And... yeah. Dude got stepped on by a tree. Are the trees nice or not nice?
The tree is talking.
Tree? I am no tree. I am an ant.
Tree herder. Don't talk to it, Mary.
Probably don't want to call it it.
Maybe some call me.
Whose side are you on?
I imagine he's on the side of the forest.
Nobody cares for the woods anymore.
We're not orcs. We're hobbits.
He's never seen hobbits before?
Never heard of a hobbit before.
Astin answered.
They come with axes, gnawing, biting, breaking, hacking.
I can't tell where this is going yet.
Messengers up. Maybe you are, and maybe you aren't. The White Wizard will know.
Oh, he trusts Saruman too. Okay. So they ended up delivered to Saruman anyway. Also, of all the trees they climbed up, what were the odds it was going to be that one? Alright, well Gollum got him there. Or at least is leading them the right direction.
Oh! He's led us into a swamp!
Come, Master. We'll take you on safe paths through the mist.
So I wonder what motion capture was like back in these days. I know it was very much in its infancy, but was Andy Serkis there with them, or did they do everything with him like in a volume space?
Orcs don't use it. Orcs don't know it. Come quickly, soft and quick as shadows.
That looks charming. They also have to not completely trust him there. Oh, dead people under the water. Lovely.
There are dead things!
They have to not completely trust him here either, about where he's leading them.
All dead. All rotten. A great battle long ago. Dead marshes. Yes, that is the name.
The Dead Marsh. Well, I guess that's fitting, isn't it?
Don't follow the lights. Oh, careful else. Go down to join the dead ones.
Every time they show these faces, I'm convinced that the eyes are about to open. Just... And more they hang out here, I believe that's probably going to happen. Does he recognize him?
Frodo!
There it goes. So are these visions Frodo seeing because of the ring? Or are these things actually happening? Yeah, that's fairly terrifying. Yeah, it was Gollum who pulled him out.
Gollum?
Don't follow the lights.
Are you alright?
He seems taken aback by it too. Saved his life. I know the name Smeagol. Is that who Gollum was before he was this? I don't know how that relates to this. Okay. Now we've come to the point of petting the ring.
So beautiful. Ah, precious. Master should be resting.
He's remembering what it was like to have the ring.
Who are you?
Mustn't ask us. Not its business.
Gandalf told me you were one of the river folk. He said your life was a sad story.
They do.
Come on, Gollum. Tell us what happened.
Not so very different from a hobbit once, were you, Smeagol?
There. I did have it right. Is that who he was before?
What did you call me?
That was your name once, wasn't it? A long time ago.
So the ring all but destroyed him. He barely even remembers.
Black Riders!
Yeah, I'd say you should get up and get out of there quick. Or at least hide.
I thought they were dead!
Dead? No, you cannot kill them, no.
They don't seem like the type that stays dead. More like the type that already is dead, kinda. Oh great, and now there are dragons. Black Rider wasn't dangerous enough on a horse, now we've got dragons involved. I don't think Buckleberry Fairy's gonna stop that one.
They are calling for the precious.
They're tracking him by the ring. Well, that is a difficult position to be in. How do you run from a Black Rider on a dragon?
The Black Gate is very close.
Orc blood.
Maybe don't go around just tasting random things, Gimli. Probably not the best idea.
Very full of memory and anger. Trees are speaking to each other.
Are they going to be attacked by the trees?
The White Wizard approaches.
Or are they going to be attacked by Saruman?
Let him speak. He will put a spell on us.
We're about to find out. It's about to get real fast. It was a good try. Now what?
You are tracking the footsteps of two young hobbits.
Where are they?
They met someone they did not expect.
Oh, this is not Saruman.
Show yourself!
I thought so. That's awesome.
It cannot be.
I had heard something about Gandalf the White, but I didn't know what it meant. Gandalf just makes me happy.
Through fire and water, from the lowest dungeon to the highest peak, I fought him.
That's it. Gandalf's my favorite character. Hot take, I know, but what more of a badass defeat to victory story is there than that?
Smote his ruin upon the mountainside.
So that means Gandalf is more on equal footing with Saruman now, isn't he, as far as power?
I strayed out of thought and time. Stars wheeled overhead, but it was not the end.
I'm really trying not to make acid trip jokes right now.
I've been sent back until my task is done. Gandalf.
He didn't remember his own name?
That was what they used to call me. Gandalf the Grey. That was my name.
He's still alluding to it's not your name anymore.
I am Gandalf the White.
So different.
One stage of your journey is over, another begins.
War has come to Rohan.
That's the other thing I was told in the comments by a lot of people, is that the movies give you the sense that a lot of this stuff is happening very quickly, but that in the book, a lot of this happens over the span of years. So for us, they're still on the same journey they began on. It could have been maybe months that they've been out. But in the actual story, that it could have been years since this has been going on. And that is an obedient horse to come for that whistle.
Shadowfax.
It's a heck of a name.
The Lord of all horses has been my friend through many dangers.
Gandalf and the Lord of Horses. The great shot. Sweeping, wide shot. Riding into adventure.
In the forest here.
Yeah, so where are Pip and Merry?
I told Gandalf I would keep you safe.
Okay, there we go.
Trees have grown wild and dangerous. They will harm you if they can.
So in this story, the trees are our friends. Well, to Gollum's credit, or Smeagol's credit, he stuck to his word. He did what he said he'd do. Even though he was tortured there.
Showing the way to Mordor. Master says so.
I did.
Okay, so now what does Smeagol or Gollum do? So many armies. I mean, if you're going to have a war, I suppose that's going to happen. This wide sweeping shots of warriors. Oh. What are those? So that's actually the gate. I thought that was a bridge of some kind. Yeah, that's not a great place for that to happen. Where'd Sam fall? They're gonna get noticed. They're gonna get taken prisoner. Ooh, Sam's buried. Something just occurred to me. I don't know if Sam lives through this. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if anyone lives through this, but... Is Frodo using the ring? How is he hiding? Oh. They fooled me. I thought that was a rock.
I do not ask you to come with me, Sam. I know, Mr. Frodo. I doubt even these elvish cloaks will light us in there.
Oh, okay. That makes far more sense. Elvish cloaks.
No, don't take it to him.
That's an excellent point.
He wants the precious, and the precious is wanting to go back to him. But we mustn't let him have it.
I'm starting to trust Smeagol a little more here.
No! There's another way.
Why haven't you spoken of this before? Are you saying there's another way into Mordor?
I understand Sam still not believing him, and maybe he is lying, but it seems like he's had a little bit of a change since that interaction with Frodo. He saved Frodo from dying in the swamp or in the bog.
He's led us this far, Sam. Mr. Frodo, no. He's been true to his word.
Yes, that's true.
No.
I feel you, Sam. I feel you, and I still don't trust him just a little bit too. So I'm hoping this works out, but who knows? You know, all this to come together. We need Gandalf the White to come and fight Saruman.
There dwells Theoden, king of Rohan, whose mind is overthrown.
My lord, your son, he is dead. Uncle?
It looks like he's not all there.
Be careful what you say. Do not look for welcome here.
He must have died sometime in the night. What a tragedy for the king.
Yeah, I'm sure he's real broken up about it.
His passing is hard to accept, especially now that your brother has deserted you.
Leave me alone, Snake!
Deserted. I believe he was banished. Brad Dourif is doing a great job playing this character. He is more than the voice of Chucky.
Like a morning of pale spring, still clinging to winter's chill.
I don't think she's into you, dude.
Your words are poison.
Yep, I was right. Difficult moment for her, I'm sure. Feel like there's no hope left. And then 3 ride toward her in the distance. Beautiful music. I don't think I'm going to be able to play it. I don't know what that was supposed to signify. Maybe somebody can explain it to me. The flag falling. Drone shots from before there were drones, really. Very beautiful helicopter shots.
You'll find more cheer in a graveyard.
Cannot allow you before Theoden King so armed, by order of Grima Wormtongue.
Like, you know who you're dealing with? Is Gandalf the White there.
Gustav.
You would not part an old man from his walking stick.
I get the feeling more than a walking stick. But Gandalf's smart.
My lord, Gandalf the Grey is coming.
Incorrect.
Ill news is an ill guest.
Be silent. I have not passed so far in death to bandy crooked words with a witless worm.
What a swipe there, Gandalf.
I told you to take the wizard's staff.
Well, that didn't happen, did it? And now, you may be screwed.
Too long have you sat in the shadows.
And they don't need weapons, apparently.
Hearken to me. I release you.
Oh, is it not a spell?
You have no power here, Gandalf the Grey.
Check out the new clothes, buddy.
I will draw you, Saruman, as poison is drawn from a wound.
Okay, so it's just in there deeper.
Wait.
Yeah, let him do his work.
If I go, Theoden dies. You did not kill me. You will not kill him.
Is Saruman just under a spell too of some kind? So it is true, he didn't kill Gandalf. That was a good shot. That was a good cut right there. The king is freed. All hail. Wow, look at that transfer. Look at that. That was cool. That was a cool shot.
I know your face.
I should hope so. Much younger than I thought he was.
Gandalf, breathe the free air again, my friend.
I thought this king was on his deathbed, essentially, but I guess it was just Saruman's influence.
Dark have been my dreams of late.
Your fingers would remember their own strength better if they grasped your sword.
It's hard to argue with that kind of logic. Now to deal with this guy. I feel they just got an incredible ally.
I've only ever served you, my lord. Oh, my lord!
Let him go. Enough blood has been spilled on his account.
Can't blame him for feeling that way.
Hail Theoden King!
Their king has returned. They must be relieved.
Where is Theodred? Where is my son?
Oh, he didn't know.
Simbalmuna.
Saruman prevented him from being able to properly say goodbye to his son.
Ever has it grown on the tombs of my forebears. Now it shall cover the grave of my son. Alas, that these evil days should be mine.
To lose a child like that.
That I should live to see the last days of my house.
Let us hope it's not the last days.
No parent should have to bury their child.
No, they should not. It's hard enough losing anybody, but losing a child.
He was strong in life. His spirit will find its way to the halls of your fathers.
They have some amazing, heartbreaking performances in this movie, or in these movies. Just moments that pierce all the way to your heart. And that was one for me. I don't recognize it. Oh, it's the children. Oh. Well, he seems okay now.
They had no warning. They were unarmed. Now the wild men are moving through the Westfold, burning as they go.
Come on, Theoden. It's time to do something.
You have 2,000 good men riding north. Aemir is loyal to you. His men will return and fight for their king.
They will be 300 leagues from here by now.
It's time to do something. They're slaughtering people.
I will not risk open war.
Open war is upon you.
Yeah.
Whether you would risk it or not.
They'll come and slaughter your people.
When last I looked, Theoden, not Aragorn, was king of Rohan.
No one's arguing that, I don't think. Not even Gimli.
Then what is the king's decision?
By order of the king, the city must empty. We make for the refuge of Helm's Deep.
That's understandable.
Take only what provisions you need.
Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep is another one I've heard of. Don't know what it is.
He's doing what he thinks is best for his people.
There is no way out of that ravine. Thinks he's leading them to safety. Look to my coming. At first light on the 5th day. At dawn, look to the east.
I've heard that too, in reference to Helm's Deep. Time for her to get ready to wield her sword. Why do I get the sense that she's a lot more skilled with the sword than I might have first realized? He notices as well.
You've some skill with a blade.
And she's not playing.
The women of this country learned long ago. Those without swords can still die upon them. I fear neither death nor pain.
What do you fear, my lady?
A cage.
Imprisonment or death, what's worse? Especially in these worlds.
A shield maiden of Rohan. I do not think that will be your fate.
I do not either. Just get a feeling. I would have thought there was something romantic there, but he's already kind of committed to Arwen. I understand his decision. He's trying to avoid war. He's trying to avoid the death of his people.
They will flee to Helm's Deep, the great fortress of Rohan. It is a dangerous road to take through the mountain.
Oh, so they're going to hit them on the way to Helm's Deep. Smeagol, the skilled fisherman.
Why do you do that? Call him names. Run him down all the time.
It's a good point, Frodo.
It's the ring he wants. It's all he cares about. I've no idea what it did to him.
This is a very interesting situation because I understand both sides of this. I don't understand Sam mistreating him, but I understand Sam being very, very suspicious.
Because I have to believe he can come back.
Yeah.
You can't save him, Mr. Frodo. What do you know about it? Nothing!
Ooh. First turn of Frodo. Ring might be getting to him.
I'm sorry, Sam. I don't know why I said that. It's the ring. You can't take your eyes off it.
Yeah, he started rubbing it and stuff.
It's taking a hold of you, Mr. Frodo. You have to fight it. I know what I have to do, Sam. The ring was entrusted to me. It's my task. Mine. My own. Can't you hear yourself? Don't you know who you sound like?
He's not sounding like himself. It's working its way into him. I believe, though, the part of him that wants Gollum to be able to come back, I believe that that's genuine. And I believe that's connected to Bilbo. And when he saw that in him, he wants to believe that people can free themselves from that hold.
Master? Yes, precious. False.
So this makes a little more sense about why they refer to themselves as us. Smeagol and Gollum, two different personalities in the same body. I'm learning.
Master's my friend. You don't have any friends. I'm not listening. Murderer.
Smeagol killed somebody.
Go away. Go away. I hate you. I saved us.
This makes me think of something else I saw recently. A year ago or so.
Not anymore. What did you say?
Oh, Smeagol's starting to fight back.
Master looks after us now. Leave now and never come back.
Go for it, Smeagol. Come on.
Leave now and never come back.
Can he expel him?
Leave now and never come back.
I get the feeling it wouldn't be that easy.
We told him to go away, and away he goes, precious.
I'd love to believe that.
See what Smeagol finds?
It's kind of like a dog bringing like something. A dog bringing gifts. Ooh, good. Dog wouldn't do that.
Eat them. Eat them.
You'll make him sick, you will.
Yeah, we got to find some middle ground here.
There's only one way to eat a brace of conies.
What's it doing? Stupid fat hobbit.
Ooh. That was an insult.
What we need's a few good taters.
What's taters?
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Sam and Smeagol.
Chips with a nice piece of fried fish.
This is an interesting exchange for sure. Yeah, I think I'm with Sam on this one. Alright, so where, or what has Frodo noticed?
Mr. Frodo?
Okay. Oh, I thought that was the people of Rohan at first, but it's not. It's the army going after them.
Who are they?
Servants of Sauron. Dark One is gathering all armies to him. The last war that will cover all the world in shadow.
Okay. So he's gathering armies from all over and planning for the most massive war in history of the world. Okay. We are already underway. They're being attacked from the trees. I recognize him. He was in 300.
Bind their hands.
Everyone fighting everyone here, taking people prisoner, not knowing who to trust. I keep getting this romantic sense between her and Aragorn. Don't tell me that Aragorn is some player that's gonna...
The light of the even star does not wax and wane.
Yeah. Now we're thinking about Arwen.
Like my heart. Go to sleep.
That's who we need to see soon. Astin answered.
This is a dream. Then it is a good dream.
She says, "What were you doing looking at that other woman?" I'm enjoying this quite a bit so far. It helps to be more conscious and not do this so late at night. I imagine all he wants is to be with her. The beautiful moment between the two of them. Why does Aragorn know how to speak Elvish? Is it because he's lived mostly out amongst all these different lands? It's beautiful that they can be together like that, even when they're apart.
Where is she? The woman who gave you that jewel.
Arwen's time is ending. Let her go.
I see. So it's not that he wants to be with someone else, it's that it makes him think of Arwen.
I will not leave my daughter here to die.
She stays because she still has hope.
She stays for you. She belongs with her people.
So Elrond is not particularly happy about their relationship.
Why are you saying this?
I am mortal. You are elf-kind.
I really hope they're both alive in the end and they're able to be together.
This belongs to you.
It was a gift.
He's doing it because he thinks that he's protecting her somehow.
My lord?
She is sailing to the Undying Lands with all that is left of her kin.
So maybe I completely misread that. Maybe he wasn't with her in his dreams, but he was just remembering. I thought he was able to connect to her somehow in his dreams. Legolas, always on watch.
Armor? I'm not sure.
I don't know what that is, but it don't look friendly. How are you supposed to fight back against an orc who comes down like riding a lion, basically? Come on, Legolas.
Let's go! Under attack!
Hey, come on, get me up there. I'm up.
This is really bad. They are completely exposed there. Legolas, you're good. I don't know if you can hit that many arrows.
You must lead the people to Helm's Deep.
I can fight!
No! You must do this for me.
He knows he's probably going to die. At least I would think that's what he means.
Make for the lower ground! Stay together!
There is some connection with him, maybe because he had to let Arwen go, and now he feels a connection to her. Everything's complicated in this universe. Politics, war, relationships, all of it. Complicated. Ooh. That was smooth, Legolas. Nice move. Legolas is growing on me more and more. Ooh. They're basically riding like lions or panthers or some Middle-earth version of that. There went Gimli. That's the thing, they make you care about these characters, and then you don't want any of them to die, but something's gonna happen. They're in the middle of a war. Ooh. Gimli kills the guy and still complaining about how he smells. Oh shit, Gimli. Alright, Aragorn's got you. Come on, there you go. Nice shot. Ooh. It's a hell of a thing to see flying at you. Aragorn's gonna ride one of these things though. Or not. How is this? Okay. Got him off. Mount up. Or not. The thing basically rode off a cliff. Well, they seem to have survived, but not without cost, I'm sure. I'm not going to believe Aragorn's dead. Not in this moment.
Tell me what happened and I will ease your passing.
He's dead.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Took a little tumble off the cliff. You lie.
I think he dies, actually. Oh, he grabbed it off his neck. I feel like someone told me this in the comments of the last video, but what is Legolas's relation to Arwen? Are they family, or are they both just elves?
The wounded on horses. The wolves of Isengard will return. Leave the dead.
Legolas didn't like that, but there's not much they can do. The reason I asked is just curiosity about Legolas and Arwen, but also that would mean even more to him if he knows that this is the man that his sister loved, if Arwen is his sister. But I don't know if she is.
We're safe, my lady. Thank you.
I hope they're safe. I feel like you can't trust anything for sure in this franchise until you know what's happening. The little I know of Helm's Deep, what I've heard is that there is a big battle that happens here. And from what we've seen thus far, I feel like that would probably be very likely. They know they're here. They've made it here now. I would imagine they're going to attack. Oh, the kids found their mother again. That's great. I really thought she was a goner.
So few of you have returned.
They lost a lot. The king's still alive. I thought the king would have died in that attack.
Lord Aragorn.
He fell.
Just that little tremble in Gimli's voice. Look at me. I don't even think Aragorn's dead, but he still got me.
Draw all our forces behind the wall.
All right, well, they're setting up for confrontation for sure.
Helm's Deep has one weakness.
I think we're looking at the weakness.
But for a small culvert at its base, which is little more than a drain.
We introduced gunpowder into the situation.
It would take a number beyond reckoning, thousands to storm the keep.
Tens of thousands.
But my lord, there is no such force.
I believe that Saruman disagrees, Grima. Had you not looked out back yet? You know, we have Gandalf the White now. Saruman's not looking so pristinely white anymore.
The land will be stained with the blood of Rohan! March to Helm's Deep!
A lot of people, a lot of soldiers. I really would love to hear the story of what turned him, Saruman, because he was apparently good at some point. Gandalf followed him, or at least I believe he was Gandalf's mentor.
It's Saruman's army.
That is a lot of troops moving. Very lucky. Gently and lovingly delivered onto the shores of this stream. He doesn't have her thing anymore, though. Okay, she's fading. I was going to say, I keep getting confused if it's just him dreaming her, or if they have some kind of connection. Random horse? That's his horse?
I have made my choice.
I see. Everyone's trying to protect their people.
Is not coming back.
And Elrond believes that they're about to be attacked.
And there is no hope. There is still hope. If Sauron is defeated and Aragorn made king, and all that you hope for comes true, you will still have to taste the bitterness of mortality.
He just doesn't want them together because she'll outlive him. I mean, I guess I see the logic in that to some degree.
Comfort to ease the pain of his passing. He will come to death, an image of the splendor of the kings of men in glory, undimmed before the breaking of the world.
Some of the shots, some of the writing and some of the shots in this movie as opposed to the first. I'm sure everybody has their favorites, but I'm enjoying this movie quite a bit more, I think.
You will linger on, darkness and in doubt, as nightfall in winter that comes without a star.
They are illustrating his point very well.
Bound to your grief under the fading trees, until all the world is changed in the long years of your life.
But he's digging in kind of deep. It's like, all right, you've made your point. But that means little in the face of love, if you're in love with somebody. To not have the life with them that you could have, even if it would be short.
There is nothing for you here, only death.
I hope they come back together before the end. I really do. That's a hard moment to be in. To know that your daughter is in love with somebody, but to be trying to convince her that it's the wrong thing for her to pursue. All of this while you're trying to protect your people from being killed by this massive war that is headed your way.
Time of the elves is over. Do we leave Middle-earth to its fate? Do we let them stand alone?
Where do you go?
Sauron is marshalling an army. More come every day.
How many people have a map like this up in their home somewhere, or as a souvenir, a map of Middle-earth? Leave your comments. Seems like it would be a common souvenir of Lord of the Rings fans.
And he will strike hard. He knows now we do not have the strength to repel him. And men tell me that you are orc spies.
Spies?
You men are wrong.
Well, if you're not spies, then who are you?
Yeah, he was definitely in 300. I remember he was the one telling the story.
We are hobbits of the Shire. Frodo Baggins is my name, and this is Samwise Gamgee.
Your bodyguard?
His gardener.
And friend.
And where is your skulking friend?
There was no other.
Well, they already knew about him.
We set out from Rivendell with 7 companions. 1 we lost in Moria. 2 were my kin. A dwarf there was also, and an elf. And 2 men. Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and Boromir of Gondor.
You're a friend of Boromir?
Well, he attacked me and tried to take the ring, but...
For my part.
Grieve you then to learn that he is dead?
Dead? How?
How did he not know he was dead?
As one of his companions, I'd hoped you would tell me.
Was he not there? I'm not remembering right.
He was my brother.
That makes sense. Looks very similar.
Captain Faramir.
You must come with me, now.
Suspiciously awoken in the middle of the night. It's not usually good.
Down there.
Ah, there's Smeagol.
To enter
Who bears the penalty of death?
You gonna get him to admit that he knows who he is?
Shall I shoot?
My son.
Come on. You gotta tell him, Frodo. Well, even when he's doing something grotesque, still can be funny.
He is our guide. Please, let me go down to him.
Don't know what my read on this guy is yet. Will Frodo have the kind of luck with him that he had with his brother?
Come, Smeagol. Trust Master.
Go now.
He's trying to save your life, Smeagol.
Come.
Come on.
Come, Smeagol. Nice, Smeagol. That's it. Come on.
Don't do anything crazy, Smeagol.
Don't hurt him! Smeagol, don't struggle!
Yeah, it makes me wonder about him.
Where are you leading them?
Answer me.
Why does it cry, Smeagol?
Gollum is calling to him again.
Master Tricksters! Told you he was tricksy.
The hand patting him on the back.
Master is a friend. Master betrayed us.
What does he think's going on watching this?
They stole it from us.
What did they steal?
Precious!
We have to get out of here. You go. Go now.
I agree with Sam, they gotta get out of there.
Use the ring, Mr. Frodo. Just this once. Disappear.
Frodo might be getting to a point where trying to do that might be too dangerous.
You were right, Sam. You tried to tell me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's working its way into him.
The ring's taking me, Sam. If I put it on, he'll find me.
And we have a whole nother movie before we get to Mount Doom, if we even get there.
So, this is the answer to all the riddles. Here in the wild, I have you. 2 halflings.
What story did Gollum tell him, I wonder?
The ring of power within my grasp.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the same or worse problems with Faramir as did with Boromir.
Chance for Faramir, captain of Gondor, to show his quality.
What rank was his brother? Was he also a captain? It's doing something to Frodo.
No! Stop it! Leave him alone!
I don't know if that's gonna keep him at bay.
He's got to destroy it! That's where we're going. Into Mordor. To the Mountain of Fire.
I don't know if that was a good confession, Sam.
The ring will go to Gondor.
Same as his brother, or at least the same idea. Can't see any other purpose for it than to use it to protect his people. Aragorn sees the troops coming and rides out to try to find his way to Helm's Deep before they can get there. And it appears as though he has done just that. Well, they'll be happy to see him. Figured him for dead.
Where is he? Get out of the way! I'm gonna kill him!
Gimli, you were crying.
Luckiest, the canniest, and the most reckless man I ever knew.
You are not going to kill him.
Where's the king? Lad Dolan.
Legolas was very sad too. He was very...
You look terrible.
And her too. I was going to say that maybe there is something there, but then she sees that and she knows that's something from someone he loved. I'm assuming that was thank you.
Great host, you say?
All Isengard is emptied.
How many?
10,000 strong at least.
An army large enough to shake the earth.
It is an army bred for a single purpose, to destroy the world of men.
Which is exactly what Saruman said. I just remembered where else I've seen this king. I don't know the actor's name. He was the captain in Titanic.
No army has ever breached the Deeping Wall.
This is no rabble of mindless orcs. These are Uruk-hai.
I have fought many wars, Master Dwarf.
But they were focusing on that drain, and then they went to Saruman basically showing them gunpowder. I'm assuming all of that comes into play.
Crops can be resown, homes rebuilt. Within these walls, we will outlast them.
They do not come to destroy Rohan's crops or villages. They come to destroy his people, down to the last child.
In a story, you don't set something like this up as this impenetrable unless you're about to completely disprove that.
Be our end, and I would have them make such an end as to be worthy of remembrance.
I understand that, but let's not make it an end. It's fitting that he was a captain in Titanic, because people were doing that in that movie too. Oh, this ship's unsinkable.
And who will come? Elves, dwarves. We are not so lucky in our friends as you. Gondor will answer. Gondor.
I don't know if Gondor will answer. Not with people like Faramir in charge. Gondor might answer if he returns as king, which I believe they're setting up. Obviously, the last movie is called Return of the King.
The Ents have not troubled about the wars of men and wizards.
Pippin and Merry are still on the tree. Or, he's not a tree. You know what I mean.
Something is about to happen.
What's that?
Tis a gathering.
A gathering, huh? Oh. Well, that answers my question from earlier, if he was the only one of his kind. Apparently not.
Now we must decide if the Ents will go to war.
Are the tree people going to fight? That would be interesting to see. And this one with two hobbits on his shoulder. Why are they separating families? Oh, they're separating people out to fight. The heartbreaking reality of war. In general, I was going to say in those days, but just in general, in so many ages of history.
Farmers, farriers, stable boys, these are no soldiers.
Most have seen too many winters.
Or too few.
Legolas is not impressed with the force they've been able to raise.
Then I shall die as one of them.
Aragorn shows over and over again that he should be a king. He helps people, he steps forward and is willing to fight impossible fights.
My lord.
I don't think he survives this.
Who am I, Gamling? You are our king, sire. And do you trust your king?
Uh-oh. Is he under someone's control again?
To whatever end.
He's either under someone's control or he's just having doubts about what he's led his people into. I can't tell which. Probably doubts.
Where is the horn that was blowing? They have passed like rain on the mountains.
It's the gravity of what's about to happen. Putting armor on children, giving them weapons. Just setting into him. That this could be the end of their people.
How did it come to this?
Yeah, I think it's just doubts. I really don't think he's going to make it out of this.
Give me a sword.
I was going to say, they're looking at it like it's a foreign object. Like he doesn't even know what it is, let alone how to use it.
The men are saying that we will not live out the night. They say that it is hopeless.
It's looking tough, that's for sure. But is Aragorn going to rise them all to battle? Going to make them feel somewhat ready somehow?
This is a good sword.
There is always hope.
Sometimes, well, more probably all the time, leadership is more about who can do the job than who feels capable of the job or wants the job. He keeps trying to deny that he's a leader.
Forgive me. I was wrong to despair.
Even gave him hope. And there's reason to doubt. Oh, jeez, Gimli.
It's a little tight across the chest.
It looks like it's ill-fitting in a lot of ways.
That is no Orkhorn.
It is not. Well, I wouldn't know. But...
Send for the king. Open the gate!
Okay. Who is this? Are these the elves? It's a bunch of archers, whatever it is. Because he said, who could we trust? The elves. And like as though they wouldn't show up for him. So maybe this is pushing back against that. Having that many archers would be helpful. Yep, it's the elves.
How is this possible? I bring word from Elrond of Rivendell. An
An alliance once existed between elves and men. Long ago we fought and died together. We come to honor that allegiance.
That's great. Just at the darkest moment, the cavalry comes marching in.
We are proud to fight alongside men once more.
That is pretty amazing. They did not have to be there, and they showed up anyway. That's pretty wonderful. It may have just saved all these people's lives. Uruk-hai marching in the distance. That's what my caption said. Oh, look at that. Just impending battle. Just watching it grow ever closer.
Could have picked a better spot.
Gimli can't even see over the wall.
Have a luck you'll live by it. Let's hope it lasts the night.
Ooh, and a storm.
Your friends are with you, Aragorn.
Let's hope they last the night.
It's like someone said, what if you had like hundreds or even thousands of Legolases here as archers? It's just, the scale of it is just staggering. But again, kind of a 300 reference. They're being forced into this narrow mountain pass. Not as narrow as the one in that movie. Who will fire the first shot? Aragorn rallying the troops in Elvish. It is about to go down. Just the moments before the storm. As it actually storms. And here we go. I think it might be too late to hold at this point. Yeah. It is officially on now. That is attack.
So it begins.
I mean, it was going to happen anyway. Good points. Archers, we need to know where to aim. Someone give Gimli a box. That's awfully close to those guys' heads up there. Somebody had to carry ladders all the way there. Gimli might not have been able to see, but he was ready. Boom. Gimli still manages to be comedic.
I'm on 17!
You're outscoring me!
Him and Legolas keeping score.
19!
Did not expect to be laughing in this battle, and I'm not going to be if one of them dies for sure, but egging each other on. Alright, so what are the tree people waiting on?
Mary.
We have just agreed.
Okay, on. Anytime now, you want to tell us what you agreed on.
We have agreed you are not orcs.
And what about Saruman? You come to a decision about him.
Now don't be hasty, Master Meriadoc.
Hasty?
70! 80! 90!
It's just crazy. It's chaos. Trying to make their way up to the gate. Yeah, you guys are pretty exposed on the left flank there.
Is this it? Is this all you can conjure, Saruman?
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be bad. So them trying to approach the gate is likely a distraction. Guy looks like he should be in Mad Max. And he's hitting him, but he's not going. Yeah, that was the danger. The one thing you never thought could happen, the one thing you were advertising never could happen, of course, was going to happen. Maybe you don't have your drain in the front next time. Just a design idea. So, now what? Ooh, battering ram right up the middle. Yeah, Grima gave them a lot of information about this place for them to be this prepared for this attack. Grima needs to get his later. Come on, Aragorn. You got about 10,000 of these things to kill. Ooh. I'm simultaneously love Gimli for doing that, but also think he's about to die. And we're back to hand. If anybody was going to do that, it was going to be Legolas. Riding a shield, skateboarding, essentially, down the stairs.
Ents cannot hold back this storm.
How can that be your decision? You must help! Please!
All that time, I just have them say no.
And brave Master Merry, but your part in this tale is over. Go back to your home.
I feel that Merry believes his part in this tale is not over. Or maybe I'm wrong. He showed a lot of passion there.
It's too big for us. What can we do in the end?
Yeah, they're having a change of heart. Merry is, I think.
We've got the Shire. Maybe we should go home.
Fires of Isengard will spread, and the woods of Tuckborough and Buckland will burn.
He sees it. He sees that it will come to them. They can't run from it or avoid it.
There won't be a Shire, Pippin.
Yeah, something lit a fire inside of Merry, and now I think Pippin finally gets it too. Oh, he's not going to make it, is he? Well, maybe. They're having to drag Gimli off the field. Yep. There it is. Yeah. My instinct was right. They show people in a different way, especially if they're about to die. Yeah, he's gone already. He showed up, he brought him, gave his life. Not much more noble than that. Don't let the little kid die.
To the gate. Draw your sword.
Alright, I don't know what's supposed to happen with Gandalf, but this would be a good time for him to show up. Because things are looking pretty desperate. Now the king is wounded.
Can't hold much longer. Hold them! How long do you need? As long as you can give me.
I don't know what the plan is, but I'm in favor of whatever helps at this point.
Oh, come on, we can take him.
It's a long way.
Toss me.
Toss me.
I cannot jump the distance, you'll have to toss me. Don't tell the elf.
He doesn't want him to know. Gimli is great in that this is a very dark time. People are dying and stuff, and he's a badass as far as fighting, but like he provides so much comedy, so much comedic relief to what's going on. And that is going to do some damage. Oh, they're not meant to do damage, they're grappling hook. That was a very smart shot. A very smart shot, because it's going to land on him. There you go. Legolas just killed a bunch of orcs in one shot.
Gimli! Aragorn! Get out of there! Aragorn!
They need to close off that side that Gimli and Aragorn came in from.
Pull everybody back. Pull them back.
They did a good job of rebarricading the door. I don't know how long it'll hold, but well, Astin answered again. Come on, guys, we need a break here. They're coming up the stairs.
Wait.
I don't think they're going home.
Stop. Turn around.
I think they're going to convince him somehow.
Turn around. Take us south.
South? But that will lead you past Isengard.
I believe that's the point.
Exactly. If we go south, we can slip past Saruman unnoticed.
It's quite the logic there, Pippin.
The further we are from harm, it's the last thing he'll expect.
Oh, that doesn't make sense to me. But then, you are very small. Perhaps you're right.
You're very small, therefore your logic makes sense.
Are you mad? We'll be caught.
No, we won't. Not this time.
Pippin's in on the fight now, too. Pippin and Merry have shown some real fortitude over the course of this movie, or in the last few minutes at least.
The ring will not save Gondor.
I don't know if he's listening, Frodo. As far as he's concerned, it has the power to destroy their enemies, which is the same thing his brother believed.
You must let me go!
No. Now he sees how it's their war. Now he sees how it's personal.
Many of these trees were my friends, creatures I had known from Nut and Acorn.
I'm sorry, Treebeard.
They had voices of their own.
Yeah. Some people don't join the fight until they feel it personally. Oh, the tree people are coming, I feel. They're headed in.
My business is with Isengard tonight.
He understands now that Saruman is no longer his friend. That is impressive. Saruman should have probably thought twice before throwing all those trees down into their ovens, basically, to fuel the creation of their war effort. Pippin and Merry riding with the tree army.
It is likely that we go to our doom.
See, even they know they may be going to their doom, but they can't let this kind of destruction of their kind stand. The Ents. I'd forgotten what he had called them earlier. Gondor, I believe, has seen better days.
Faramir, orcs have taken the eastern shore. Their numbers are too great. By nightfall, we'll be overrun.
Sauron's war is coming to everyone.
His eye is almost on me.
Oh, wow. You can't even hear him anymore. It's just the force of the ring. It's all you can sense.
Take them to my father. Tell him Faramir sends a mighty gift. A weapon that will change our fortunes in this war.
Do you want to know what happened to Boromir?
Yeah, I want to know what happened to Boromir. Or I wanted to tell him.
He tried to take the ring from Frodo. After swearing an oath to protect him, he tried to kill him. The ring drove your brother mad.
He won't listen. He should, but he won't. And you can understand it just a little bit. They're seeing their home destroyed around them. For him, everything is just a weapon to fight back. Yeah, Dark Riders on dragons. I mean, I thought they were scary on the horses. Or this is definitely scarier.
Stay here. Keep out of sight.
Maybe Faramir will make good on his brother's oath after hearing what Sam had to say. The orcs had made their way all the way in to Helm's Deep, or almost all the way in.
It is over.
You said this fortress would never fall while your men defend it. They still defend it. They have died defending it.
Yeah, you shouldn't give up. Even if you're going to go down fighting.
There's no other way for the women and children to get out of the caves.
It leads into the mountains.
Send word for the women and children to make for the mountain pass.
So much death.
So give up?
What can men do against such reckless hate?
Could fight back.
Ride out with me. Ride out and meet them. For death and glory. For Rohan. For your people.
Your son is right.
Aragorn always has a plan.
Look to my coming at first light on the 5th day.
Oh. Time for Gandalf. Something. I don't know.
Yes. The horn of Helm Hammerhand shall sound in the deep.
I don't think they know what's about to happen either, which puts them in my camp.
Yes. Let this be the hour.
And Aragorn, I don't think, knows what's going to happen, but he obviously remembered what Gandalf had said.
Now for wrath. Now for ruin. And the red dawn.
Who will survive this? Who can say? They were running straight through some orcs. I'm surprised they haven't been taken down yet. they just took the orcs so off guard. Yeah, they're just driving somewhere off of the bridge. If you give them nothing else, even if they died immediately, this is gutsy, for sure. They were back to their last refuge. Oh, there he is. Alright, Gandalf, what do you have? Because they need it.
Theoden King stands alone.
Oh.
Not alone. Go hit him!
He went and got them. Gandalf coming through with the backup. Now, the orcs find themselves surrounded, suddenly. It's just amazing the scale of these battle scenes. Blinded by the sun. They run straight over them. Look to the east indeed, for that way lies salvation. And the Ents are here for their revenge. Yeah. If you see something like that coming for you, just run. I think that's all you got. Just run. Boom! Treebeard. Yeah, Saruman, I don't think you saw that coming. An attack by a bunch of tree people, aka the Ents. You built your war effort on the carcasses of their people.
Break the dam! Release the river!
We'll get out of its path. But yeah, that was a smart move. Tear out some of their infrastructure and take a bunch of them out in the process. And fill in their mine. Yeah, drown them out. That's brilliant.
Pippin, hold on!
Yeah, these tree people may have just sacrificed themselves too.
Run, little hobbit!
Maybe not. That one got there just in time. He was on fire. Yeah, I think you guys are done. So much for your mine. All washed away. What are you gonna do, Saruman? I don't know what's... Yeah, I don't know what's got hold of Frodo right now. But that look is different, that's for sure.
Where are you going?
He's just walking out amidst the battle. Is Frodo about to take down a Dark Rider all on his own? Or is he trying to surrender himself? So that people don't die. And he's putting it on. Nice shot. Ooh. Yeah, he's losing it. Come on, Frodo, you gotta still be in there.
It's your Sam.
Come on, Frodo.
Don't you know you're Sam?
If Frodo kills Sam, I'm not going to be able to handle that. That was scary.
I can't do this, Sam. I know.
No one can. That's the point.
By rights, we shouldn't even be here. We are.
I know he understands, but Sam's pretty forgiving for somebody who just had a sword to his throat.
Like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo. The ones that really mattered. Full of darkness and danger they were. And sometimes you didn't want to know the end. Because how could the end be happy?
They've been through so much over the course of this journey. So many people have died, so much has been lost.
In the end, it's only a passing thing. Darkness must pass.
Gandalf came back and there's new people to help.
The clearer.
And Pippin and Merry even joined the fight.
Even if you were too small to understand why.
Pippin and Merry took down Saruman, basically, by convincing the Ents.
Folk in those stories had lots of chances of turning back, only they didn't. Because they were holding on to something. What are we holding on to, Sam?
I think you know. Hope.
That there's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo. And it's worth fighting for.
Absolutely. You do it because you have to and nobody else can. And because even though it's hard, it's worth it. It's a lesson that gets learned over and over again in life. And hopefully he's learned it.
I think at last we understand one another, Frodo Baggins.
If you let them go, your life will be forfeit.
And I think he's willing to risk it.
Then it is forfeit.
Yeah. He's learned.
Release them.
Learned the lesson that his brother learned before he died.
Sauron's wrath will be terrible, his retribution swift.
This sets up quite a battle for the last movie, for sure.
All our hopes now lie with two little hobbits. Somewhere in the wilderness.
And Smeagol. Smeagol's come through a couple of times.
I wonder if we'll ever be put into songs or tales. What? I wonder if people will ever say, let's hear about Frodo in the Ring. And they'll say, yes, it's one of my favorite stories.
I think a lot of people have said that.
You've left out one of the chief characters. Samwise the Brave. I want to hear more about Sam.
Sam has kept Frodo grounded this whole time.
Frodo wouldn't have got far without Sam.
No, he would not.
Samwise the Brave.
Frodo might have been lost a long time ago without Sam. He is too. Sam is run into battle to protect Frodo in any circumstance, even if he's completely ill-equipped for it.
Master betrayed us.
Smeagol's still at war with Gollum.
Kill him. Kill them both.
Come on, Smeagol.
The fat hobbit. He knows. Eyes always watching. Put out his eyes. Yes, yes, yes.
Please tell me that Gollum is not going to kill Sam.
Come on, hobbits. Long way.
I thought Smeagol had come around, but Smeagol is now conspiring with Gollum. That's so disappointing because you felt like he had turned a corner. Yeah. Gotta have tension. Alright. Sauron off in the distance. And there we go. That's the end of Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Whew. Let's go to the wrap-up. Well, wasn't that an adventure? I have to say I really enjoyed that. Again, we talk about there are parts of these movies that drag. There's a lot of just, travel across wide spaces and great journeys and things like that. But I could be hard pressed to tell you what it was that I liked more about this movie. But I feel as though I did enjoy this movie more. Maybe just because it's easier once you get to know the world a little bit. You're not sitting there trying to learn absolutely everybody. I mean, we were introduced to new people here and new lands, but there was familiar characters you're used to that came back, and moments that got me emotional. Just that one line when they think Aragorn is dead, from Gimli, where he said that he fell. Even that got me. And I didn't even believe Aragorn was dead. We didn't see a lot of Arwen in here, just, the Aragorn's dreams and Elrond getting Arwen to escape so that she's not there when the enemy armies attack. We can't really stay with all these people too long. There's so much going on different fronts. But we were officially introduced to Gollum and Smeagol, who looked like he was having a little bit of a moral redemption, and then we've left it in a kind of ambiguous place where it looks like he's conspiring with Gollum to kill Frodo and Sam and get the ring back. We have Aragorn looking more and more like a king, and of course the next movie is called The Return of the King, so not hard to see where we're going there. We saw a little bit of a spark of romance between Aragorn and Eowyn, but his heart still quite obviously belongs to Arwen. We saw the Ents finally get drawn into the fight by Pippin and Merry of all people, and saw all of Saruman's war-making efforts crumble before him. He's not gone. We'll see what he does next. And now we have Sam and Frodo headed straight towards Sauron, and Gandalf back with Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas, and a whole bunch of Rohan soldiers and Elven soldiers. So we're gearing up for some battle with Sauron here. So I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed this even more. I gave The Fellowship of the Ring, the theatrical version, a 4. I'm going to give this a 4.5. And that's the thing. If you guys are right, all the theatrical versions might get bumped down like a half a star or a star if you guys are right about the extended versions. Because if Return of the King is even better than this, then we're at a 5. Where do we go from there? 5 is the top. So we'll have to see. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for watching through this with me. Remember, we're going to go through these theatrical versions, and I am going to get to the extended versions. I'm not saying I'm going to do it immediately, but we are going to get there. It would certainly mean a lot to me if you'd go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button down there, hit the bell so you see when I have new videos coming out. We're still going here, people. Going through the Lord of the Rings movies, and the third and final in the theatrical trilogy is coming soon. So thank you, and I'll see you again soon.